What's up?
Huh? Oh.
What are you saying?
Oh, I was just trying to tell you that Sakana wanted your attention as well.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, here we are. We're going to
You said
game
power
one.
scaling, though?
Oh, yeah. Attendance does matter. Like, I'm kind of curious if we end up having, like, Fatality, Cola, and, like, all our, you know, top people end up coming out. A lot of the PR people are actually in this state. Not PR, Panda Global Rank, PPR, in the state. They did say somewhere in there, I believe, that in, like, the more fine print is that power level is going to be taken into account about what, you know, the tier of the event. But I could be mistaken. Maybe I misread that.
Because it just says entrance here.
Right. You need to go. There's like a whole like 20-page document.
There's the rule book.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it, but yeah, going in game one.
I'll look back into it because this is something that was a little bit more interesting for some of the stuff that I'm trying to plan for, but that's not here nor there. Going into game one, we are seeing Sakana getting a little bit beefed up. We're seeing here at 124 as Bowser trying to go for an up smash read. Kind of curious what he was trying to call out with that, because a lot of the moves that I believe that Joker would be throwing out in this scenario would end up actually dropping Tough Guy, especially with Arsene. Flame Breath is going to be leading into his demise with back air, just not enough frames. That air dodge, I mean, it's going to lead for an unfortunate reset where Cannon's going to be getting 53 off of that. 61 actually, let me make that correction. I think what we end up seeing with a lot of these younger, newer players is they have such good punish games. It really comes down to who has the better neutral though. Punish game is going to take you so far, and we're already here at winner's quarters. Going to be taking him for a ride with his side B, even though getting on platform just didn't end up taking him. Fantastic DI coming from Kalen. Just too soon, actually. I think it might be a little bit misspaced. Side B actually ends up taking it. The up to actually at the end going to be taking him. He's actually starting here at 91, fortunately. Throwing back. Get up attack, not going to be sealing it out. Random scramble leading to an up B. 2-frame with the F tilt. Kind of looking actually a little bit more comfortable with what's going on, but now we got Arsene trying to exchange with him into the Nair, but it's going to be end up leading to a tech chase where he actually ends up getting F smash. Counter, it's just so hard for Bowser to maneuver around a lot of this stuff that Joker ends up throwing out. Smaller character can end up missing, but you just have such a large target that doesn't move as fast as you'd like. Getting almost, he got actually his full meter. Definitely not something that Sakana wants to end up seeing. And the counter is going to be taking it. Not much. I mean, that really was checkmate, so to speak. I think one of the things I want to see Sakana improve on a little bit and think about what's going on here. One, let's make sure that we're not doing some stuff that ends up getting into Rebel's guard. Just giving him a free Arsene right there, I mean, that's really problematic in and of itself. Obviously, I know that Sakana is not planning on that, but here we're seeing Kalen a little bit more liberal with his counters, with his Rebel's guard than most other people. I mean, it's just a play-style preference. But when you end up seeing stuff like that, one of the things that I want that players should take into account is making those a little bit harder reads, a little bit more, you know, aggressive guesses. Just give yourself a little bit of time to charge up your smash attack so that way you can recognize whether they're countering or not. A lot of times, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm sure most players here have experienced this where people throw out a smash attack and are unable to get a punish that they want. You know, you're just not expecting somebody to draw F smash in neutral. Sometimes, as Todd Howard's is saying, it just works. And like we saw there, just the F smash as he was coming over just works. Going for what was almost a triple forward air. Going in real deep. I mean, Kalen, or not Kalen, Sakana playing this very differently this one. Playing with a little bit more vengeance, really. 49 for his bread and butter, 59, 70. We're gonna see any sort of retaliation. Too afraid right there. Gonna be losing it. I mean, I believe that was almost a 0 to death. We weren't counting the 3% that he like gathered at the a little bit before that. We're just gonna be seeing Kalen really doing what he wants against Sakana's Bowser. Going for an aerial side B. Aha taking it. Naruto gonna be not sealing it just yet, but trying to stall out with what little he could. I think what I saw Sakana get caught out by a lot was what I would call sleeper moves. He was really just not thinking about the end lag of his moves, and therefore he ended up eating a Aha and losing his advantage state that he ended up having on the corner. It just wasn't something that was pretty. He was getting hit by a lot of things. He kept getting washed in by these, not washed, to say I apologize, I'm not worried.